true indeed with you. Holy Circle Gaming. Thank you for rocking with your boy like always. Definitely a privilege and an honor to do as such. Man, y'all see what we getting into. We back at it. Marvel Puzzle Quest, continuing the series. Making my return to this. It's been a cool minute since I played, so I definitely want to get in and get a little bit of gameplay in. So I know it's been a lot of changes that's been happening. I'm going to try to cover it as quickly as I can. I'm not going to try to hold y'all for too long, at least not with a bunch of the particulars, at least not right now, because I have a pretty extensive end to the video that I got to get into. But let y'all know what's going on for this week first and foremost. Y'all got that Cosmic Chaos event that's going on. It's going to be a quick 3-day event going across the weekend, leading into the weekend. So this one, I believe, started today. It's going to lead into Friday, and then you're going to have another probably 3 to go to Friday to Sunday, something to that effect. So the Cosmic Chaos is what you got going on, courtesy of Captain Marvel, of course. So you got that jumping off. I believe on this particular event, if you're looking to get into this, just to give y'all an idea, I know that there's some Iron Fists that y'all can get your hands on. M.O.D.O.K is the one. It's the character. That's the new character. We're gonna drop into that in a little bit. And then you got the covers that you're pushing to for the Captain America 4-star. That's the one of the new characters as well. Y'all can get your hands on that. I don't know how good or not good this one is, so y'all got to get me up to speed. So please do. I don't know if this card's any good or not. I don't know if it's even worth chasing or not. It might be. I'm not sure, but I know it's a complete different revamp of Captain America. I don't know if he's any good. I don't know if he's not good. I know that at the very least, he used a lot of charged tiles, so I think you could use pretty decent combinations with this particular one. I would definitely use them with the 4-star Thor and the 4-star Riri Williams, if that's the case, if it could throw some charged tiles out. That would be my idea, but you definitely got that Captain America going on there. Also, you got the shield training event that's going on, so you get your hand on. If you get your hand on a M.O.D.O.K, it may be beneficial to do this. Deadpool dailies. If you don't do anything else with Marvel Puzzle Quest, if you just want to stay consistent, go ahead and take the little 10 minutes or so, get your Deadpool dailies up. Make sure you get that up and cracking so you're good there. On this particular side, going on the Versus event, you got your Shield event going on. Stay on targets coming up in a couple of hours. We are going to get into this M.O.D.O.K real fast. You got the Lightning round too. Another quick question for y'all. Do y'all actually do the lightning rounds when they pop up? I know they pop up on a random Tuesday or maybe a Wednesday, but do y'all rock with those lightning rounds? I have not done a lightning round in such a long time, so I don't know if it's even worth the investment to even do this. But what I wanted to get into is look at this particular character here. I know M.O.D.O.K dropped a little while ago, but to me, do I want to do that one? I don't know if I even want to do that. I'm just kind of this random clicking. I'll just go with that one, I guess. Nah, I don't want to do that. It's not in the points. Let's see. Let's flip around. Let's see if we get something that's some points. That'll work. Okay, so the M.O.D.O.K here is pretty okay. So you got this, you got the Doomsday Plan. So with Doomsday Plan, I know somebody had broke this down before, but I think the crazy thing is if you anytime you fire a friendly power, the Doomsday Plan countdown tile is reduced by 3 turns. Anytime the enemy fires a power, the Doomsday Plan's tiles are increased by a turn. So if you got to get that out there, so it what it does, it said M.O.D.O.K dramatically updates algorithms, keeping several steps ahead of the feeble-minded opponents, placing 8-turn fortified countdown tiles that deals 1756 worth of damage. I think maxed out, that would do some serious damage. But if you are going to run with Doomsday Plan, and this is giving you like 18, because this one can easily get you somewhere in like the 10k, 12k range. The easy pair combination, I don't care what the pair combination would be. The easy pair combination would obviously have to be here. You would obviously have to put in Captain Marvel, the 4-star Captain Marvel in play. Definitely with the yellow ability there to be able to negate those countdown tiles, and you want to just use the blue to just drop that down real fast and keep that moving. That in itself would work out just fine, because even though at base level you're only getting 1700, when M.O.D.O.K is actually ramped up, that ability alone with Captain Marvel would actually work out to do pretty well. I think that would work out fairly seamlessly if I'm not mistaken. So If you're thinking along those terms, these two right there alone is a good combination. So when I've been running this particular event, the ideal combination for me has been those two and Captain America. So Captain America, Captain Marvel, and M.O.D.O.K has been the way I've been particularly running it. I know certain people have been running it slightly different ways, but that's been my particular combination that works with my team and my scheme. And the reason why I say that that kind of works out for me is simply because I can kind of pick and pop, especially if I start getting some yellow gems up and those blue gems are cooking for me. It could go fairly easy in regards to that. So when you're looking at that, then the other thing that you got going on here is Afterburner. And I didn't get a chance to address Afterburner. I kind of jumped into the game. I kind of, hopped into a game pretty fast. I didn't really mean to, but so I apologize because I definitely want to go over the other abilities real fast. But Afterburner, what that does, for 6 black gems, what it does, it creates 4 strength red enemy attack tiles, so it does give them a little something, but it converts 6 basic tiles into red, and it deals 1,000 or 1,059 to the enemy team just for that alone. Even if it dealt no damage, and I'm pretty sure this will probably get nerfed down the line if they start really paying attention to it. If that is the case, and you got a character that could really drop some red, and don't get it wrong, this one, the M.O.D.O.K could drop some reds on you pretty fast too. Don't get it messed up for a second. Now, Afterburner with 6, it really generates some red gems. Is really super important. I'm gonna actually drop this blue one out there. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm gonna actually hold it. That Afterburner could really do some serious ramp up if you are a red gem player. So you could use M.O.D.O.K with other red gem players, characters I should say. If you're running it with like a Cyclops or one of those that could somebody who could utilize red really well with M.O.D.O.K, that's another way to utilize it. So when you're looking at a good, strong 4-star character, M.O.D.O.K, man, he could really like cause some problems. Now, top end damage, maybe not. That's kind of to be determined. But he could really do something to really ramp up like super tanky characters. And don't get it wrong, he could be tanky himself at points, but he could really like do some serious damage to you. I'm gonna go ahead and drop this in right here. So I'm gonna drop that in right there. I was trying to get some black gems so I could actually show M.O.D.O.K. I think they're gonna show their M.O.D.O.K on their side, so you can see how their Afterburner looks. So it's gonna give me some attack tiles, but it's going to drop some red on the board. But you see how much red popped out? 6 red gems. And if you actually combine that with Cyclops, who could actually drop gems against the yellows and against team ups and stuff, this could really like kind of really run ruckshop. I'm gonna actually go ahead and kill this off real fast. Bring that back. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take this red plate there. I do need some more yellows, but it's not a huge deal. See, his red's going to dot me up a little bit. Not much because it's not at full power, but if anybody gets a M.O.D.O.K that's really high ranked, that M.O.D.O.K could really do some damage to people. I know it's M.O.D.O.K. I call him M.O.D.O.K. I'm sorry, but that's the easiest way I could tell it to you. So pardon me if you want to say M.O.D.O.K. It's cool. I got you. I know people are going to correct me on the video, so y'all could go ahead and do that. I'm gonna go ahead and spin this. I'm going to spin this out right here. See if I can get some yellow gems here, and which I will. So M.O.D.O.K is going to do a little bit of damage. I didn't get really any more black gems at all. I only had one shot at him. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and rerun this here. Take that away. And I'm going to go ahead and just replay Star Spangled Banner. So basically what I do with this particular setup, I kind of just run... I run Captain Marvel to be my tank in this particular instance. I run I run Captain America to be the tank. I run Captain Marvel to kind of run support. But if I need to actually switch, depending on what the meta of the board is at that time, I could always flip it around and cater it based upon the meta that's in front of me. So, and what I mean is that depends on which gems, because this setup right here really kind of rainbows me together. So it's not like I'm lacking in any one particular gem where I'm not getting no play off of a certain gem. Maybe the only gem I don't get a lot of play off is green. I just get like a passive against the green, which, you know, to me is not a huge issue. I'm gonna go ahead and stun Scarlet Witch, so I could just go ahead and prep to get her out the way. I got one play here, and then this is going to come back to me with the Star Spangled Avenger. And then I'm going to run this back right here. Boop, boop. And that should be good there. So when you're running a team like this, there's no lack of color that you're going to get a deficiency on. That's one of the things people like to run it one or two ways. Either be really dominant with one particular color, or run a rainbow of colors where you're not really taking a bunch of hits or having a bunch of lack and gap when you have a color like, you know, green may be my lack in this particular setup, but it's not going to completely throw me like off the rails. I'll run this again soon. I'll run this one again. So when you're running a setup like this here, this actually runs pretty, if it's done right, if I actually play it the way that it's supposed to be played, and it actually runs pretty seamlessly. A lot of times it could kind of run haphazard at points, but it depends on what the meta is generating for me. I'm gonna go ahead and run some black gems here. So if I really wanted to get some red gems on the board and really focus in that way, I mean, the first thing I could do is really run Afterburner, but then you got to make a choice. Now, I could kind of flip and go with Photonic Barrage and know I could get a little bit more pop with Photonic Barrage, or I could go Afterburner and start getting some red gems up. So in this instance, I think what I want to do is I think I want to go ahead and go red here. I'm going to take the red play, because I figured they were going to go that direction anyway and take those purples. And then I could either go Afterburner, but there's not a lot of red gems out there, so they're not going to really connect. I really would love to get some yellow gems, but I'm going to go ahead and get the green-black play there and get those gems out the way. And then I'm going to go ahead and Photonic Barrage here, drop it in off the side. And so with Photonic Barrage, what I have is I can actually get some tiles out there, so I might let it sit for a second. I could have just used it outright and maybe got rid of, maybe pop Spider-Man or somebody like that. I think that's what I'm thinking about doing, at least initially. But I'm not 100% sure. Thinking about maybe like clipping Spider-Man a little bit. I know the Thug Pistol, all that stuff is out there. That's not going to really do too much damage, I don't believe. I'm going to go ahead and get some more black gems here. And then, because with Photonic Barrage, where they're giving me these attack tiles out there, so I'm not overly concerned. I would love to get some red gems at this point in time. But I think what I'm going to do here, I'm going to run this, get the Afterburner cooking. And then in this particular instance, I'm going to go ahead and run Afterburner and see if that actually helps me out a little bit. It didn't like the way I wanted it to. See, that's the only problem with Afterburner. It is a little bit random. I'm gonna go ahead and pick. I'm gonna go ahead and pick off. I'm gonna go ahead and pick off Spider-Man. I believe I'm gonna hit him for at least 11, 12. Yeah, I hit him for 12. That's gonna upgrade those some. And then what I could do is I'm gonna take these reds here. I know that's going to hit me for a little bit. It's going to hit me for about 3K roughly. Yeah, it's about 3. Actually about 4. It actually is like 13 a piece. So about 4,000 is what I took. That's a pretty significant hit considering I could have took those away. I'm going to go ahead and play this yellow-green combination. Green doesn't matter, but I want to at least play the yellows for sure. What I'm looking to do here is maybe ramp up some reds. I could use And I could use M.O.D.O.K's red ability. I really don't like his red ability early on. I think if you have him upgraded, I think his red ability would work out a lot better. Oh, that's a good little black backsplash damage. I'm going to go ahead and run Star Spangled Avenger. I'm going to run it right here. Take away this. And I should be able to hit him for at least 6k. That's good there. And then what I could do is I could actually just go ahead and run it right back. Get those right back in play. And then I could run it one more time. And I could get them out of there. So if you're running this particular setup, if you have a upgraded Captain Marvel, if you have an upgraded Captain America, you could run it like that. Or let's say you don't have that setup. So let's say you don't have that particular setup that you want to run. The other thing that you could possibly do, like I said before, I mean, you really want to have a Captain Marvel. That's just the honest truth. But if you're a newer player and you don't have a lot of 4 stars and you're really sitting on a 3, like a solid 3-star, I would still say maybe Captain America is probably a solid choice. But ideally, what you could do is maybe run something like this here. You can run Cyclops, because with Cyclops, his yellow is going to be able to generate red. His red is a pretty strong moving red. So you could do something like that. And then maybe balance it out with somebody who could kind of get you some of those other colors. Or you could just go really red heavy. Or it just depends on what you want to do. So you could go, you know, with instead of going Captain America, for example, which I really like him in this instance to stun and do some other things for you. But let's say you don't want to do that. Scarlet Witch is not a bad option because you could get some action off the purple, action off the green. You could also go with Thor. Thor is definitely not a bad choice as well. You could go classic if you want to go Cyclops. If you want to go Cyclops, Iron Fist. That's always classic because you can get quick action off the purple. Purples will be able to generate your black gems. Black gems help either Cyclops directly, or it can help in getting your afterburners on your red. So there's a lot of things you could do. This particular combination works well. So if you're running with M.O.D.O.K in particular, especially for this particular event, this is definitely not a bad way to run this particular event at all. There's a lot of options that you could do with M.O.D.O.K because M.O.D.O.K, believe it or not, is very versatile in what he does. So let me go ahead and do this fairly quickly. I'm going to go ahead and show y'all the roster the way that is currently constructed. I'll show y'all my 5s. My 5 stars, it has, I have a pretty decent amount of 5 stars. I think the most notable is that I got some run on Silver Surfer a little while ago. And Black Bolt's been moving up slightly as well. My Black Panther 5 stars been moving up a little bit too. Jessica Jones I had for a while. Cable I added in a little while ago. So that's what I have on my 5s. My 4 stars has been kind of stat quo. I'm probably a little less than halfway through when it comes to my 4 stars. So I got some work to do as far as like getting some 4 stars on my roster. So I had definitely got to do that for sure. My 3 stars, I am pretty much locked in with the exception of 2, Vision and Psylocke. And if I'm not mistaken, I think I have a Vision in the hole. Let me go and upgrade that real fast. I think I have a Vision in the hole. So if I'm not mistaken, yeah, I have a Vision in the hole. So if I really wanted to put Vision in there, I could put Vision down and get him onto the roster. But I'll definitely take a look at that. My 2 stars. I'm still working on my 2 stars. I have 4, well, at least 3 left. I mean, I'm not worried about Bagman, Spider-Man, but I got at least 3 roster slots I have to fill with my 2 stars. So maybe if I get enough run off my 2 stars, I'll go ahead and fill those gaps at some point. But I need some, I need about 3,000 worth of coins in order to make that happen. So that's kind of what I'm looking at there. So that's kind of the setup as I have for my, don't have much in the hole, as y'all will see. That's just been from doing events more so than anything else. Because I haven't really pulled. I got a lot to pull. The reason why I want to kind of get through all those particulars first, because I got a lot of things to pull that I need to get into. So I got a good 6 in the Taco Vault in the current one. We'll talk about that like we always do. 1 in the M.O.D.O.K and foes. We'll definitely take a look at that as well. What else do I have? I have 2 legends. We'll do that, obviously. 12 heroic. I got 61 elite. I got 73, 73 of the standards. And this is what I wanted to talk about. Well, first and foremost, well, let's talk about this first. One of the things that they made changes on that kind of caught me off guard and kind of caught me slight because I wasn't playing for a period of time and I decided to jump back in is this. Now, with the shards, with every single cover that you're pulling, it gives you these shards that actually pops into a particular character, both of which is random, which is really crazy because now you're not just looking at, well, I got a whole bunch of 1 stars that's kind of giving me nothing. Now you got these 1 stars who are like, well, 1 stars is giving me these particular shards, 2 stars give me this shards, 3 stars give me this set of shards, and it's really based upon packs that you're pulling. So like in the standard packs, if y'all notice, it actually has a, a times 6 shards that you could get per standard pack pull, which is pretty crazy, by the way. But you could definitely pull those and get as many as you can. And then you could also pull like a quick claim. You could actually get a whole 300. If you get 50 covers for like 300, you can actually pull this too. I'm not going to really do that right now. I was going to pull my cover straight because I actually like the randomness of this. So really, when you're getting your 1 stars and your 2 stars, you're also looking to see where your shards are falling as well. Now, shards may not be important to like your people who are kind of mid-tier and top tier, but it is important for ones who are kind of lower tier who are looking to try to catch up. So if you're looking to catch up and you're getting like 6 shards a pop, and if you're doing cover pulls like I am, that's generating like these particular shards where like, yo, I'm getting shards as well as covers. Because a lot of these covers, like these 1 stars are kind of throwaways. Some of the 2 stars, you're going to kind of shuffle in and out. Shout out to my man E-Hero Claimant. He told me to keep my 2 stars up to speed, so I've been working on that. But this is pretty crazy to see that these shards could actually equate to you getting a cover. Now, it's going to take a lot of shards to do it. I think you're looking at 300 shards per 3 star and something crazy for 4 stars, something to that effect. But at least you're getting some run on your 3 stars, so at least your 3 stars to get a little bit extra look. So now you're looking to see, how your shards are looking like, as well as what your regular covers look like. So now you're looking at 2 sets of things when you're doing your pulls as opposed to 1. I actually like this change because it actually, like they said, they wanted, D3 and the squad wanted to give a good reason to make sure that people who are in the lower tiers are not kind of stuck against lower tiers. They're actually going mid, actually trying to get them to get to mid tiers a little bit faster, so it's a little bit more of an even playing field. So I kind of like that. I like what D3 has done in order to like help in the cover pool, and they keep this to the point where it still remains a very solid free to play. Now, if you're going to be in a top tier, I would almost say it may venture for you to get some money and put some money in if you really want to be in the top tier of things. But for me, and anybody who's been following along and knowing how I've been, playing this game, I did not invest not 1 penny into this game. Y'all see my roster selection? That's just work into playing the game, taking the time, playing the game. Ooh, 3 stars against the standard. Hey, now. And it's a Deadpool. Hey, now, I like that. So, that's for me. And this gives you a chance to, if you're a lower tier or mid tier, this could actually catch you up some. Because you may mess around and catch a cover as a lower tier that you may need. You may catch a good solid 3 star. But it is predicated upon one thing. So, one thing that it is predicated upon is that you do need to have certain characters in here that are your favorites. So what I have here is my selection of favorites, and really the reason why I kind of set up this is my favorites is not for anything else. I just want to get some move and some motion on these particular covers. So the reason why, they don't hit every single itty bitty cover, they only hit certain covers, is that the covers that I have favorited is the ones that you're going to get shards for. So if you are a new player and you're looking to do this with shards, one of the things you got to do is make sure that you got a good selection of favorited covers that you're chasing for, that you could go ahead and, get these shards for to get your covers going. So that's where it comes into play. So it is super important Let me repeat that. Super important to make sure you put some 2-star favorites, 3-star favorites. I'm sorry, excuse me. Detract the 2 stars. 3-star favorites, 4-star favorites, and 5-star favorites on your roster just so you could click those so you can help your progression go a lot faster. Like I said, good shout out to D3 in doing that. So that's definitely what I want to cover while I'm doing this cover pull session. Also, some other things I'll go ahead and get into. Let me go ahead and get into some housekeeping. I know y'all been asking, hey, true indeed. Why y'all been running low? Why haven't you been putting a lot of videos up? Been going through a lot of things right now. Nothing like too crazy, but job change happened, so I had been dealing with that. I told y'all about my son. He's been rocking the Marines and stuff. He's doing really well. He's actually going to be doing his ceremony. So he actually went through his boot camp, made it through. Thanks for all your thoughts and prayers for everybody who's been rocking. I've been seeing the comments, so I definitely appreciate y'all doing that. Shout out to E-Hero Claiming and the rest of y'all. I definitely appreciate y'all rocking. It's cool. He's been doing really well. The missus is doing fine like always. Just going through a lot of work stuff. You know how that goes. But she's been doing really well. But taking care of some homekeeping stuff. It's been a lot of things. So I always want to make sure when I'm going on the sticks, making sure that you're in the proper frame of mind, of course. So just been going through a lot of house stuff, but nothing too crazy. But definitely keep your prayers up. A lot of things on the horizon. A lot of things on the move. But definitely one of those things where you definitely want to kind of, get back into the fold and stay focused. Make sure everything is taken care of on the home front. And on the flip side of the coin, make sure you're doing the things that you like to do. I think that's the one thing. I was like chopping it up with my mom. Shout out to my mom and my sis, by the way. I know they don't get a chance to see this too often. But for the people who do, if y'all want those shout outs to my moms, throw out shout outs to my little sis, y'all definitely can. If y'all never knew, I do have a sister, of course. She's about 5 years younger than me. But yeah, she's doing big things as well. So shout outs to them. And also, like always, I will definitely always be remiss if I don't say hi to my daughter, Miss Silhouette. Definitely love my kids to death, and Miss Trid, of course. They're hanging out on their they're on their Thanksgiving break right now, so they're definitely hanging out, doing their thing, enjoying their time off. But definitely shout outs to all the chickadees, of course. But Moms was the one who kind of said, look, do the things that, got to do some of the things that you really love to do, that you're fun, and kind of stay focused and figure out, some of the things that's going to, utilize your talents. And one of the things that is crazy because I've always been into gaming. One of the reasons why, I kind of do this and, been doing this for a period of time is that, I really like gaming. I really like music. And there's a lot of things that I really do. So I've been trying to incorporate what can I do to kind of balance all three of those out. And I said, one of the things I have to get back into, and this is just me being more consistent. And that's, I'm always going to be, speak the truth, same the devil, I like gaming, and one of the things is if I'm a gamer, I should just do it where I could do it for the camera, make sure I could reach out to people who don't normally get a chance to see and reach out to, do different things. So that's what I'm going to go back into doing. I'm going to go back and get into my gaming flow. That's, just something that my mom kind of impressed upon me. Do some of the things that's fun. Make sure that you could do certain things that, you like to do, even if for money, for not money, she doesn't care. I really don't do this for monetary, as y'all well know. But I definitely appreciate all the, anything that y'all do. So even with that being said, if y'all want to subscribe, if y'all like how I get down, y'all like how I do my thing, y'all could definitely do that. If you're Marvel Puzzle Quest players, y'all have y'all questions, y'all could definitely shoot those to me. I know one of the things was, people want to look at build composition. So definitely, for me looking at build composition, I'm actually looking to that. Another commenter I said that a while ago, so I definitely want to go ahead and get into that at some point. So maybe in the next couple of videos, I could definitely get into that for sure. So that's what's been going on. I've been rocking that. Outside of that, just been hanging out at the house, getting some gaming in. I know I should do some more live stuff. I'm actually kicking around. If y'all actually want to see me do this on Twitch or Facebook Live or YouTube on the live portion of things. I know I put the recordings on the YouTube side of things, but if y'all actually want to see me rock this live, y'all let me know. I would actually do this live for y'all from time to time. Let me know what interface works best for y'all. If y'all want to see it done on Facebook Live or YouTube, let me know. Let me know. So I could definitely do that as well. So just let me know what interface y'all like best, and we'll definitely rock with that. I don't have no preference. It's not. I have setups to do on any one. I can maybe run them concurrently. We'll see. But let me know what y'all like. But I definitely want to make sure we start catering to what y'all want. If y'all want to see some different gameplay, y'all could definitely do that as well. But I definitely want to make sure that that we start getting some more videos out there for sure. So that's kind of how we're rocking right now. You know how we do. If y'all are unfamiliar with this, if y'all aren't familiar with my cover pull sessions, if y'all aren't familiar with this particular process, y'all new people, ooh, see those 13s right there? I may get a Hawkeye more sooner than later. With the elites, you know, it's 2 stars, 3 stars. You probably have a 10% chance of getting 3 stars, 90% chance of getting 2 stars. But more importantly, even with getting the 3 stars being said, you know, getting these shards is going to actually help that process. Now, the one thing I didn't notice or see, if y'all been doing cover pull sessions, y'all got to let me know. Are they still doubling up covers like they were doing? You know, from time to time that you'll get a double up of a 3-star. When the 3-star will pop up, they'll double up and give you 2 3-star covers as opposed to just 1. Are they still doing that, or did they kind of sub that out for the shard system? Now, that's the question I have. Y'all got to let me know, because I haven't seen anything really double up as of yet, but y'all gotta let your boy know. But you know, this cover pull session's been pretty okay. A lot of 2 stars coming out of my elite pack so far. I mean, not a lot of 3-star action, which kind of is to be expected. I'm not gonna front, but I'm not overly mad at that as well. Let's go ahead and get that. That Squirrel Girl's gonna get ramped up pretty fast, it looks like. 'Cause I'm getting a bunch of shards for that Squirrel Girl and Hawkeye, so I may get an additional cover. They're going to Hawkeye cover right there, flat out, with some action on the Storm. So, you know, which is cool. I think what it does, I think what they did is actually sub out the doubling up process and went to the shard process. And I like the doubling up process. I think the doubling up, where you get a chance to get 2 covers versus 1, I thought that was more fun and more random, as opposed to the shards. Because with the shards, it's cool because it is kind of random against one of your favorite characters, but it's not as fun. I mean, it's a little bit more fun when you kind of get like, oh, I got a secondary cover just because I, you know, hit a 3-star and it doubled up for me. I kind of like that. But see, with this particular process, whether it's a 1-star cover, 2-star cover, or 3-star cover, you're actually getting extra action against it, which is very good. And like I said, what it does, it gets to the point where you can kind of bounce out the playing field. So I do like that a lot. A lot of 2-stars here. So I went through about 20 plus of these covers and just a lot of 2-stars. So I may be able to get my 2-star action together if that's the case. Hopefully I get like an extra cover off somebody. Hawkeye there, 2-star. Not a lot of 3s though. That's the one thing. I don't know if they flipped the algorithm a little bit. Somebody got to let me know if the algorithm's flipped, if they actually put more chances of getting 2 stars versus a 3. Ooh, 3-star Storm. We'll take that 3-star Storm. Back-to-back 3 stars. 3-star Dakin. We'll take that Dakin as well. Get a little action on that Cyclops too. A lot of 2-stars. So I think I'm going to max out a bunch of 2-stars because I've been sitting on these covers for a long period of time. Hey, Scarlet Witch, we'll take that. I was sitting on these covers for a long period of time because I want to wait till I can have a chance to actually do a pretty extensive cover pull session. That's why I was sitting on them. So that's why I wanted to make sure I had enough time so I could go ahead and go through these cover pull sessions and y'all could see kind of the action. So when you're pulling a bunch of them, you could kind of see what I mean about that 10% ratio, where you're going to get more 2-stars versus 3-stars, but you're not going to get a good ratio of 3s, and maybe that ratio is a lot less versus what they had before. Maybe it's to a 5% ratio as opposed to like a 10% ratio. Actually, I could take a look, see. I don't know if they these are my favorited covers here. 1 to 4. So basically, you got a 4%, a 1 out of 4 chance to get a 3-star. So it's a 75 to 25. Actually, it's a little bit better odds. A little bit better odds. I like that. You got a 75%. You got a 25% chance of getting a 3-star. So basically, 1 out of 4. So about, you should get like two. You should get 2 per every 10. Is what you should be looking at. That's kind of like the rate I've been going here. 2 for every 10 has been probably about right. I didn't really track it down. At some point, I may track them down when I do another cover pull session and really see if that ratio is about right. But 1 to 4 is pretty solid. I'm gonna be honest with you. Good 3-star there. We needed that Luke Cage there too. Very good. But y'all can see here, which something that I just now noticed, so y'all can see it here, just so y'all can see it again. Y'all can see what my favorite characters look like, so y'all can see the 5 that I have favorited, and y'all can see the guaranteed shards that's been dropping in there for those favorited. So if you need to change your favorite out, which I probably need to at some point, then that's one of those things that you probably want to look into. Is if you're trying to get a character to be champion, then it will probably be really beneficial to kind of maybe favorite one of those out. If you're trying to get a cover, like, kind of boost up a 3-star with your shards, that might be a reason why you want to favorite as well. So a lot of good reasons to, maybe look into what you have favorited, what you don't. What I would not do is put a bunch of favorited characters, because it would spread it out too thin. So I would definitely say keep your favorited pretty tight knit, to be honest with you. So maybe get like 3 or 4 favorited and maybe work on those, as opposed to having a bunch of favorited, because I think the shards is spread out too thin and you never would max out any one of them. Ooh, I actually cleared. So I will show y'all actually once I finish this particular one. Y'all see that Squirrel Girl is actually capped out, so it actually going to give me an additional cover against Squirrel Girl. Ironically, it was that one as opposed to the other one, because Squirrel Girl's been getting a lot of touches, so a lot of shards, so it's not bad. So everything's been hitting Squirrel Girl. Didn't hit Cyclops as much, but Cyclops is pretty close too. And Hawkeye was the first one I was getting a bunch of run on, and this one is not giving me as much not as much Hawkeye shards as what I was getting before. So now with this one, it gives you, with the heroics, as y'all well know, it's going to give you guaranteed 10 and 3. So the 3s, just so y'all well know, so it's a little bit more important to get into these heroic packs, because the heroic packs give you these shards that will be able to hit your favorited 4-stars as well. So if you're looking to get some run on your 4-stars, the way that you get it is going to be in here, or you could get them in mass, as you, of course, if you get them through one of these packs as well. So you definitely get a bigger boost if you are paying for these particular sets or using your coins to get these particular sets. I still don't recommend using your coins. I definitely say use these coins for your roster slots more so than anything else. But if you really want to utilize them for this will definitely give you some additional shards. But so with this one, you still get a shot at 2-star, 3-stars, 4-star. I didn't even look at the ratio. But here's what you're looking at. So now I'm getting a little bit of action off of Squirrel Girl, and I still get some action off of Riri Williams. So that's actually pretty good there. And then your ratios is pretty solid. So you get a 1 out of 16 chance of getting a 4-star. And then you still, I believe, get a 1 out of 5. So you got a 20%, maybe like a 16% chance there. So the ratios are pretty steep. But 3-star there, we'll take that 3-star Thanos. That actually works out well. Riri Williams, Hawkeye, we'll take that. So you still get a pretty decent shot at some 3s and some 4s, but you also get shots at those shards. So the shards are definitely equally as important. Don't get it wrong. Like that too. Quick little hit there. And it doesn't matter if they're 2-star, 3-stars, or 4-stars. The shards are going to kind of clip up just the same. So what I have to do, 4-star, wait a minute, 4-star Deadpool, hold it now. Like that. Cyclops. Hey, shout out double Cyclops on the shard tip. Got a Dakin there. I actually got to put Dakin on. Like that setup there. So got a 4-star out the ordeal. That's very good out the heroic pack. Definitely for holding on to these for a period of time. At least got a little bit of run off of them. Black Widow there. Little action off the Riri Williams, of course. So it may be a little bit more of a premium to get some of these heroic tokens. And I know those heroic tokens are a little bit harder to come by. Elites are a little bit easier to come by. Oh, 3-star there, Hawkeye. So those are the things that you kind of want to look into when you're like maybe considering. You want to definitely make sure you get as many of those heroic tokens as you can. At least we'll get into in a little bit. So we'll definitely get back into that momentarily. Let's go ahead and pull. I have one in this M.O.D.O.K. So on the M.O.D.O.K, you got the legendary coin, of course. You got a M.O.D.O.K cover there. You got a Human Torch 4-star there. 2 shots at that. You got 3 Iron Fist shots there, a couple of Wolverine shots, amongst others, a couple of Spider-Man shots as well. So you definitely got a couple of runs. So if you definitely got a few covers in there, it may be worth the look-see. One of the things I noticed when you're pulling out of here, that you don't get shards out of these particular packs. You only get shards out of the standard, elite, and heroic, and the legendaries. You don't get shards out of like the taco balls or anything like that, which I would hope that they would start to incorporate that in the taco balls. That would actually be pretty fresh if they actually did that too, but I think it's a little bit too much action if they did that, because I think they want to keep the randomness. Hey, little top tier angel pull right off the taco vault. So I wish they would actually do some shards out of here, but that's, maybe a little much, but I ain't mad at that. Speaking of Taco Vault, before I dip any further, you got that Venom right there. So you got the Agent Venom that you're looking at there. You got the Drax right there, 4 stars. You got the legendary coin there. Elektra Gambit. You saw that Angel I just pulled there. Black Panther there. Magneto there. You got a Deadpool that you get, a Vision, Hood, amongst others. So you got a pretty decent amount of decent top tiers. At least for my squad, it actually may hit pretty decently for my particular setup, for my 3 stars. If I could actually get something else in the top tier, that Angel is actually a pretty decent pull out of there. I would love to get like that legendary coin. Even though I got a couple legendary coins already, I would love to get a couple legendary coins for the work as well, because it's been a cool minute since I pulled one. But hey, it's always good to get those, because those legendary coins, especially when you're getting shards as well as a 4-star or 5-star, is definitely going to be worth the look-see. So, and we got a lot of covers to sort through. So, like I said, y'all bear with me while we're doing this pretty extensive cover pull session. I know it's been a long time, but I definitely want to go ahead and give y'all a pretty lengthy one, which has been pretty good, though. I'm not going to front. It wasn't like completely buns, but I definitely want to go over the new shard system and see if y'all like it. Ooh! Didn't we just talk about getting that? Hey, now, we was just talking about getting that legendary coin, and they gave one to your boy. Hey, now. That's outstanding. I was just calling that. That's crazy. Talking about calling in the air. Woo, that's a good call right there. That's a good call. That is a good call. Very good there. So before we get into those legendary coins that I have sitting on the side, let's go ahead and break down some of the stuff that we have. So first and foremost, let me go ahead and get rid of all these 1-stars for sure, because I have a bunch of 1-stars. I have 69 covers of 1-stars that I have to sort through. Actually, I'll do that later. I'm not going to waste y'all time with that. Let's go ahead and look at the 2-stars that I have. I have Ares that's going to move up some. I didn't pull a lot of Ares, but it's going to give me some extra tokens, of course. I got a heroic token there, and we're going to move him up. I don't know how many of these Ares that I actually pulled. He's going to be up to 125. Actually, that brings me to another thing. Do you actually like this new setup? It took me a little bit of getting used to, of seeing like the rewards here, the level up here. Instead of it being on like a flip page like they used to, everything is kind of on a click system, and it actually shows you your stats at the ready. So if you actually want to know what your stats and what your damage you're doing, and then your champion rewards, I actually kind of like this setup a lot more. It's a lot more streamlined. So again, shout out to D3 and the rest of the team putting together this game. I actually like the changes that y'all making to this game. I really do. So shout out to y'all. Y'all been doing an outstanding job in keeping the game A, relevant, and B, moving in a good positive direction. So definitely shout out to all the producers and developers of this game, and shout out to the distribution squad as well. So y'all doing a very good job with this game. Really are. Let's go ahead and move up that Black Widow. Very good. And then I got some espionage covers. Let's go ahead and move those up. Very good. Let's level up. Level up Black Widow. I got a bunch of ISO 8. I got like 2.2 mil worth of ISO 8, so that's cool there. But I definitely like this format. It's definitely a little bit easier to maneuver through. We're gonna put that Moonstone right there. We're gonna move up that Moonstone. Moonstone, I got one Moonstone cover. Crazy. Still don't like Moonstone. If y'all don't know, I'm not a big Moonstone fan. If y'all like Moonstone, I'm sorry. I'm not a big Moonstone fan. I am a Storm fan, of course. Y'all know how I get down. Let's go ahead and move up the Storm some. I pulled a few Storms, by the way. So if y'all were paying attention, I know I pulled a few of them. Gets us up to 137, so we're good there. Good with the 137 Thors. I did pull a few Thors, but I actually needed a few Thor covers. So with the Thor, I'm going to actually move up a good, dog, how many of those I pull? I can move up to 112, room 112. Y'all know the song. What else did I get? What else did I get? Did I get anything else? Oh, I got a Hawkeye. Hawkeye's going to move up a little bit. We're going to get that. Hawkeye, wow, I got 5 Hawkeye covers. Okay, we'll take that. 5 Hawkeye covers. Very good. We're gonna train that. Captain Marvel, that 2-star Captain Marvel. Move that one up right there, and we're also gonna move up Strategic Command, and we're good there. Move all those up there. So we're good there. I think I have one that I have to save as far as like Captain Marvel, and everything else is capped. Wow, I'm already capped? Man, so I gotta figure out what I want to do. I got a bunch of covers. I may have to just reroute and just drop right back into the mix. I'm gonna go ahead and save this one here, so I can definitely save that in the hole, so I can at least get that cracking. Dog, but I have a lot of 2-stars that I just need to just like rerun. Bullseye I don't have, I don't believe. Captain America, I don't have the Steve Rogers version, and I don't have Dakin. I think those are 3s I don't have. So Wolverine I have capped, and Magneto is capped apparently. Okay, so I have to put that in consideration. So let's take a look at the 3-stars, see what we're working with our 3s. 3 stars. Oh, give us some coins there. Could there. So we're gonna move up. Move up Angel to 188. So that's a good look there. We're gonna move up Hawkeye. Hawkeye's gonna move up to. We're gonna move up Hawkeye to 224. But y'all see, I'm very close of getting those shards for that Hawkeye. So I'll definitely get another boost up from the Hawkeye in a little bit. Storm, pretty close of getting a bunch of Storm ones as well. We're going to move up Storm. She's going to be up to 232. Thanos, not getting no run off Thanos. I actually maybe should put him into the... I maybe should put him into there. So we'll take a look-see there. Going to move Punisher up to 201 for Punisher. We're going to move Spider-Man up to 201 there. We're going to bank this Colossus in there for sure. So, God, my Colossus is not maxed out as of yet. So, I still need a couple of covers for Colossus. I did get 2 Luke Cages, which is kind of cool. So, we're good there. We'll move up Luke Cage. It gives us that 4-star Luke Cage. We'll definitely take that for definite. That's a good pull there. Loki is going to move up, give us some coins. He's going to be at 199. Scarlet Witch is going to be at 215. Gives us some command points. Dakin is going to move up a little bit, 185. I don't really use Dakin as extensively as I should. Still not one of my favorite characters either, but definitely I utilize him a little bit better. That I actually understand him. Shout out to E-Hero Clayman. Cyclops there. So we got that Cyclops moving there, and then we can move him up, and we're going to... Oh, the next one gives me a legendary, but I could use this. Sharks can unlock a hero, upgrade a power, or increase champion levels. So can I utilize that to... Ooh, I can! I can. And I am going to, because what that's going to do is move me up one to give me that legendary coin. That's why I like those shards, because it comes in super handy, and that's a good look right now, because we could definitely utilize those champion coins. So, and then with these, ooh, I didn't know I pulled a Katie Bishop. What did I miss that on the side where I pulled a Kate Bishop? Yo, oh, did I pull a Kate Bishop but just didn't know? Huh. Okay. We're going to save that because I think I am maxed out on... the 5. So, man, I need one. Man, do y'all understand that I need just this one bunch of Fiddle Faddle so I could champion him out? And believe you me, he would definitely get championed out as well. And for Deadpool, I mean, I need a bunch for Deadpool. But, dog, I mean, do y'all understand that I wish I could, like, convert covers over? I still got 109 covers. It's mainly the 1 stars. But, yeah, that's crazy. That's super crazy. Now, let's go back in here. Now, I still have... I have a few heroics. And I have some legendaries, as y'all well see. I got 4 latest legendaries. That's so crazy. That's so crazy. I'm not even mad. 2-star Thor right there coming out of the heroics. Gonna give us a little bit of action on both of those. Very good. 2-star Human Torch, which is gonna add to my 2-star count, of course. And then we get a 3-star. What 3-star do we have? 3-star Doc Ock. Okay, I got Doc Ock on the squad. Definitely works there. Not bad at all. Let's go ahead and get into this. Let's go ahead and get into these latest. We got 4. We got 4 cracks. These are my favorites, as y'all well see. Oh, and y'all also get, I believe y'all get a little action off of the, I believe it's 2s and 3. I don't know how. Oh, you get 15 and 3. So you get 15, and even with those 15, a piece of that could go into your 5 stars. When you're pulling out of the legendaries, 15 could hit any one of these 4s. Ooh, wee. Okay. Now, as far as like the latest, ones, you got the New School Carnage, you got Iceman, you got Professor X. Everything else is 4 stars coming out of here. You got a 1 in 7 chance of getting the you got a 1 in 7 chance of getting a 5-star. 4 stars or 5 stars. Man, let's go ahead and get it. We'll start off with a 4-star right here. 4-star Yondu. Okay, we can take that Yondu. Take that Yondu. Hits Black Bolt and Gwenpool. Hey now. Another 4-star right there. We're going to get another 4-star there. That's going to be that 4-star. And it's another Luke Cage, but it's not the one I need. Oh, I got to save him. Oh, I thought I hit the jackpot. Oh, it's not the one I need. Oh, he's going to have to go and get held. 4-star here. The third 4-star. 4-star Invisible Woman. Cool there. Give me a little bit of action. Hit me the 3-star, the 4-star there. 4-star, 5-star in the shards there. Give me a 5. Please, can I get one of these 5s? Another 4-star there. I'm not mad. I'm really not mad at that. 4 4-stars. I'm not even mad. That's that New School Spider-Man. Let me know if this cover's any good. I don't know. It's one of the New School characters that I really don't know not too much about. So y'all gotta let me know what's good there. In the classic legends, you have a shot the same way with the shard count. 1 in 7 to get a 5-star. You got a bunch of 4s right there. We are going to pull a few of these. I've been sitting on these for a cool minute. Do I have any more to pull from? No, I don't have any more. So let's go ahead and get these, man. Let's go ahead and get a few classics out the way, because I need to get my classic collection up anyway. 4-star right there. Another 4-star. 4-star Nebula. Let me know if Nebula's any good. I don't have Nebula on my squad. Let me know if Nebula's actually fire or not. Y'all gotta get me up to speed before I add anything on. Another 4-star right there. Good 4-star pull there. 4-star Iron Man. Hulk proof Iron Man. We'll go ahead and rock with that. Let's see what we got. Another 4-star there. No 5s, man. No 5s is okay, though. I'm not even too mad at that right now. Wasp. I don't know if I have Wasp on my squad. I don't believe I do. Don't believe I have Wasp on my squad, so I'm not too mad at that. Let's go ahead and pull another 4-star. Wow, 4-stars are just jumping out of shoes and socks right now. Nico, we'll take a Nico there. Nico's cool. I have Nico on my squad actually, so that actually works out to be very good. Let's pull one of these. Let's pull another one. Another 4-star there. So these 4-stars just coming in abundance. War Machine there. War Machine gives me a couple of fragments there. Not mad. Another 4-star there. Man, I haven't got not one 5-star. Wow, Rocket and Groot. That actually works out pretty well. And then let's pull one more. You know what's crazy about that? What did I say the ratio was? The ratio was 1 out of every 7. So I pulled 7 and got that 1 out of every 7. That's super crazy. But you know what? At least you know, y'all can see for yourself that 1 out of 7 is exactly to the T. Thank you for my 5-star. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, D3 and the Marvel Puzzle Quest squad. I appreciate y'all. Hopefully I get a 5-star that actually connects to something. What is it, y'all? It's the 5-star Loki. Okay. I like it. I like it. I like it. Now, when I look at my 4s and my 5s real fast, oh, sorry, wrong setup. So when I look at my 4s and 5s, so that Loki I do not have. Y'all gotta let me know if that Loki's any good. I'll make to put the Loki on. But I could definitely put that Rocket and Groot on. That's for sure. Rocket and Groot could definitely get a little bit of run. We'll move Rocket and Groot up. So Rocket and Groot will be 168. That Nico definitely move up as well. I haven't really ran my Nico in a while because she's still kind of lower tiered right now. But at 147, maybe a little bit more run as we go along. Not mad at that as well. Iron the Hulk proof right there with that Iron Man. Iron Man's going to move up to 172. That's good there. Getting our covers rolling with those. And then I have to save this Luke Cage again. I got 4 in the hole. I'm like, dog, can I, man, I wish that I could convert one of those into the one that I need. That is so horrible. If you have any extra covers, guys, you need 5 covers so you can upgrade a power, then you can save up to 100. Man, that's so buns because if you pull the right one, then it's like it negates the 5 covers that you pulled because you don't want to just feel like you wasted those 5 covers just to put into that one. But dog, man, I really kind of need that one for real. I mean, I almost want to get the shards, but dog, those shards will take forever. But dog, I'm looking to get that one. And that Yondu, I'm going to move up as well. So that Yondu's going to get a little bit of run too. So Yondu's going to move up. Yondu's going to move up to 168. And it's crazy because I don't have not one yellow. I got black and blue. That's so crazy. So definitely let me know. I know about Invisible Woman. Let me know about that Spider-Man. Let me know about that Nebula. I'm pretty okay with the Wasp. I know what's up with War Machine. Let me know what I need to do. Let me go ahead and put this Doc-Ock in play. I did go through some Isolate as well. So let me know what's good. Y'all got to let me know what's good. Let me know what's good. So let me go ahead and do this, family. Let me go ahead and sign off. I know it's been a pretty extensive cover pull session, so definitely appreciate y'all rocking with your boy. Before I head off, shout outs to my son. Like I said, he's in the Marines, so I know if he gets a chance to see this, hopefully he does. Shout outs to you. Much love to you. You know I love you, son, very much. Just like I love my daughter Silhouette and Miss Trencher, and of course, love y'all dearly. Hopefully you're doing well out there at boot camp. I will see you in about a week and a half. To the rest of y'all, appreciate y'all rocking with your boy. Thank you for every single person who's been watching along, throwing your support and everything. Appreciate y'all. We're going to keep this moving. We're going to get this full motion. We're going to get this full rolling. Tell your peoples about me. Like the page. Subscribe to the page if y'all so choose to. If y'all like what y'all see, y'all know who I am. I'm Mr. True Indeed, of course. Y'all know who I represent. It's the Holy Circle Gaming. Like always, is God above everything. Until the next time, family, we'll do it again soon. Salute.